Anyway, Donald Trump has some very important news. Apparently, Elon Musk posted this. I think Donald Trump is he's not playing around. I'm hearing talks of him no games being played with the cartels and the deep state and censorship. It looks like it's kind of an end for that. Let's go.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens.
Wow, I'm already sold. But there's more. There's like a whole other 5-something minutes left of this. Wow. Let's continue.
I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order.
He said, no matter who they are, you're getting the smoke. Oh, let's go.
The Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified. These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses. To assist in these efforts, I am urging House Republicans to immediately send preservation letters, and we have to do this right now, to the Biden administration, the Biden campaign, and every Silicon Valley tech giant, ordering them not to destroy evidence of censorship. Third, upon my inauguration as president, I will ask Congress to send a bill to my desk revising Section 230 to get big online platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230 if they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and non-discrimination. We should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism, while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis- and disinformation.
Wow.
The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project.
Wow.
If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interferences in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more. We should also enact new laws laying out clear criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year cooling off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data. Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights.
This is the best
This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed,
still censorship,
shadow banned, or otherwise restricted, no matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal.
Right.
In addition, all users over the age of 18 should have the right to opt out of content moderation and curation entirely and receive an
so they're not studying data on like folks under 18, man. That's not cool, man.
manipulated stream of information if they so choose.
Wow.
The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we will begin to reclaim our democracy and save our nation. Thank you, and God bless America.
Wow, that was a whole 6 minute and 36-second mouthful of information. It's just banning, dismantling, getting rid of. Like, wow, I love it. And it all sounds like real good stuff for the American people that have been trying to get real, like the real truth, real good information, whether it's good or bad. They're trying to hear the real truth and nothing but the truth. They want to be able to go to people to be able to get that information because the people of the mainstream media are becoming like dinosaurs. The legacy media are like dinosaurs now. No one really trusts these outlets anymore. Now they trust the alternative news media outlets, which are the YouTubers and the folks on these platforms that are controlled by legacy news media. But anyway, so Donald Trump seems to be like fighting for censorship, like fighting to get rid of censorship. It seems to be getting rid of a lot of the censorship. I think that was like a big thing because there's folks who have like lost channels that were trying to actually get the truth out there. I understand that there could be like people who are manipulating or doing all kinds of whack stuff, but there was actually like good people during 2020, during COVID, that were really trying to get the information out there. It was actually like doctors and stuff like that that really understood what ivermectin was and all this other stuff. Those people were like banned. And it's just like and demonetized and a bunch of other stuff. And a lot of people are censored because they said something years ago that like it's just so stupid, man. It's so stupid. So it seems like he's combating the stupidity that's been going on when it comes to when like freedom of speech is awesome. You got to be able to protect the good and the bad speech. That's what freedom of speech is for. Is to protect the stuff you don't want to hear about, right? As they say. Censorship's a big thing, and this social media thing seems to be getting even bigger. And it's just not cool when you're just so restricted and limited on like what you say or like how you say things because of other people's feelings, not because it's like it's against TOS. It's because it hurts people's feelings. Like, come on, dude. Like, it just anyway. I'm glad to see this. Let's see what happens though. Let's see if this actually happens. He said once he gets elected, but it seems like this guy, he's making a lot of moves here. Let's see what happens for the future. Let me know what you folks think in the comment section below. Hit the like, share, and the subscribe button. It's November 9th, 2024. It's your boy Kicking It with Timmy B. We're going to do more of these. They're like news podcast things, news shows that we're going to do. I'm going to at least do 2 of them a week. So anyway, we got another